Hello, everyone. So I'm back with a video on literature review on how to, from defining to refining it. So basically, last time after I uploaded my last video on how to write an original research paper, a lot of you requested that I should upload another video regarding how to write a literature review. So here I am. I'm really sorry for the delay. I know all of you have been waiting for this video since quite some time. And uh, I am sorry I couldn't upload it earlier, even though I wanted to. So here I am. And for those of you who are listening to me for the first time, let me just give a brief introduction about myself. I'm Dr. Paridhi Garg, and I'm an endodontist. I'm based in Noida. And I'm an author of 17 international and national publications with 250 plus citations. I'm also a reviewer for 2 PubMed Index journals. I also coach NEET MDS aspirants, and I'm also a consultant for foreign board exams. Apart from that, I'm a private practitioner in Noida. So now what is a literature review? Now, literature review, it surveys all the scholarly sources on a specific topic. Now, suppose you pick up a specific topic you want to write about. Now, that would contain all the previous literature published on that topic. Along with that, it will provide all the overview of the current knowledge, which is there on that particular subject. And it also points out any gaps in the existing research, which paves the ground for the future research on that same topic. So basically, a literature review not only synthesizes all the current literature on that topic, but it also gives a ground for future original research topics. Now, who can write a review article? Now, review article can be written by medical and dental graduate students. I'm talking about MBBS and BDS students. It can also be written definitely by medical and dental postgraduate students, MD, MS, MDS, any of the diploma medical courses, faculty in medical and dental colleges, and private practitioners. So a review article can be written by anyone who belongs to the medical fraternity. Now, what is the first step to writing a literature review? First is that you have to look for a relevant topic, and you have to define your research problem. Like, what are you looking to research on? Now, this question should be answerable without collecting any original data. Unlike a thesis topic, like a dissertation topic, this is based on all the current literature which is already present on this topic. So you don't need to collect original data to write a literature review. Now, after you decide on a topic, the first thing you should do is create a list of keywords, synonyms, and other related terms, so that you will go about searching for these keywords and synonyms in Google search. And now, where do you have to go and search? You have to search the PubMed database, Google Scholar, EBSCO, and Medline. So these are apart from that, you can also search. So Google will have all the Google Scholar articles. PubMed is a medical database where you will find all the relevant literature which has been published. And EBSCO is a synthesis of all the journals present at one place. So you can even go and search in the EBSCO database. Now, how to search? Now, after you've decided on a topic, you should read the abstracts of all the relevant articles which you find on Google. Now, why I'm talking about reading only abstracts? That is because so that you don't waste your valuable time in reviewing the literature which might not be relevant to your topic. So an abstract would give you a basic idea about the topic and about, if there is any relevant content to our topic in the literature we are planning to review. Now, after you find any article which has any relevant literature to our topic of concern, so then you go to the references and check the bibliography for more sources. Now, now you have to note recurring citations. An article which has been cited by many articles of your relevance. So this will give us an idea that these are the pivotal publications to our topic. And then is you can search through boolean operators. Now if you want further detail about how to search using boolean operators, you can you can see my previous video in which I've explained how to write an original research. I'll share the link in the description of the video. Now step 2 is to evaluate and select sources. Now here you have to check for key concepts, that what are the concepts you want to focus on in your literature review. And you need to search only the articles which have relevant literature on our key concepts. Now then you have to see the quality of the research and the number of citations. So usually a article which is cited more times is more relevant to a particular topic. So the number of citations will tell you that how relevant it might be to our topic of relevance. Strengths or weaknesses. Now you have to read the article and understand what are the strengths and weaknesses of that article. What could be the gaps, the research gaps, which could be the ground for future research. And then you have to evaluate the research for yourself, as in how relevant it is to your topic. Now, while you are doing this, I would recommend that you synthesize all the article, as you write a brief summary of the literature of the article which you want to use in your literature review. You should start making notes about those articles, so that in the end, when you actually write your paper, you are not lost. So I would recommend that you write a citation of that paper in Vancouver or Harvard style, whichever reference you want to write it in. And then you write an annotation, which is a brief summary of the literature, main arguments and relevance to your literature review, right? So that later on, when you're actually writing the paper, you know that this is where you have to look for this particular reference or this particular topic. Now, step 3 is to identify themes, debates, and gaps. Now, what to look for? First of all, you have to look for key themes, debates, and disagreements. Now, when you come across a disagreement between authors, look whether it has been resolved in the future research which has been published, after that paper. So suppose one of your article which you are reviewing was written in the year 2012, and they have recommended some gaps or some ground for future research in that article. So you need to find out if that has been resolved in the future research done on the same topic. Suppose, for example, let's take an example of glass ionomer cement. Now, the initial problem with glass ionomer cement was the problem of strength. It is an anti-carious material. It has fluoride release. It is an excellent base. But the problem with GIC was the strength. That it couldn't be used in the posterior areas where the occlusal forces are high. So this maybe was pointed out in a research done earlier, right after the invention of the material. So you need to find out if that has been resolved over time, like the addition of resin into glass ionomer, or the resin of the addition of GIC into composite, which is known as compomer. So you have to see that if that gap has been addressed and that problem has been resolved. So now, after we tackle the debates and disagreements, now we have to look for the pivotal publications. Now, as I've already told you earlier, pivotal publications are those which have been which are cited continuously, like which have a high citation index. So those will be the pivotal publications. Now you have to check whether there is a contradiction to those pivotal publications, or they're accepted by the researchers currently. Because a lot of publications which authors don't agree to currently, they are also cited many times. So you need to see whether it's for a contradiction or if it's for the acceptance that the article is being cited again and again. Now, then you have to come up with the gaps. What are the future, what could be the future ground for further research after you've conducted the literature review. So now fourth step is to outline your structure. Now the common structures are chronologically, that is organized by time, that, first this happened, then this happened, now this has happened, or thematic, which is to organize by theme, or methodological, organized by methodology, or theoretical, which is organized by theoretical approach. Now, if you want to address things by theme, that is probably like, for example, I've already taken an example of GIC. Now you can structure your body of your review in different headings, and according to those headings, you can further structure them chronologically. So this is up to you, that how you structure your original article. Now coming on to how you should write your literature review. Now the format of literature review is first introduction, followed by body, and then conclusion. Now before all these things, there will be an abstract and the keywords. So that is usually written after the entire paper has been written, after the entire literature review has been written. After that, you condense it into an abstract. Now abstract also can be of two types, structured or unstructured abstract. Now when you submit your literature review in a journal, you should check the requirements of that particular journal, that whether they want a structured abstract or they want an unstructured abstract. So according to that, you can format your abstract. Now the introduction. Now introduction should provide a background on the topic, that what are you trying to address in your literature review. Mention the time period of your sources, that you've reviewed articles from this year to this year. That should be mentioned in your introduction. And it should describe the objectives and goals of the literature review, that what are you trying to achieve from the literature review. Now coming on to the body. Now body should be divided into subsections, and you should analyze and interpret. So you shouldn't blindly quote the authors. You should paraphrase it, and you should also interpret it in your own language, that what have you inferred from that literature which the author has written in his paper, that what is your understanding from that which has already been published. Then you should critically evaluate it. You should talk about what all has been missed in that literature, and what could be the also cite contradictory literature, synthesize different sources, and use well-structured paragraphs. And also you should cite your sources in the bibliography. Now coming on to the conclusion. Now conclusion should discuss the overall implications of your literature review, that what were you trying to look for, and what have you finally achieved at the end of this literature review. State the gaps in previous research, and which will make suggestions for the future research. So you should see what are the gaps which have not been addressed in the previous research, and you should make suggestions for the future research. So this is how you should write a literature review. And from the beginning till the end, I have tried to clarify all these steps of what goes into writing a literature review. I hope you were able to understand as to how you should go about writing a literature review. For any questions, you can definitely mail me at paridhigarg03@gmail.com. I'll also mention my email ID in the description below. So before I end, then so this is the quote which I want to share with everyone. If not now, then when? I don't think you should wait for things to happen to you, but you should go and make them happen for you. So yeah, so with this, I'll end this video, and I hope to keep uploading videos for everyone who is interested in research. So thank you for now. Have a great evening. Thank you.